Hi. We look like crap.
It's the no showered look. I'm trying to conserve water.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
It's the latest look everywhere. If you're not doing the no shower look, who are you even?
It's fine.
Who are you? I'm having a salad with homemade ranch.
Looks good. You can't see mine.
No, because you can't tip it.
It's
but
corn chowder from a can. Little Walmart special.
we could lie and tell you that we made it
Gourmet.
ourselves, but just tell them you made it yourself.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I put it.
We made this guacamole too. This is homemade. Homemade guacamole.
I had to take it out of the can, put it in the bowl, and then put it in the microwave. So yeah, I made it myself.
All me. And then we took a bunch of corn tortillas and then baked them in the oven and then cooked them. We just used this bag to put them in. So
They're a bag you had laying around.
yeah, we just This we bought from the store though. Oh, you made this too?
I had to open the container. You had to pour it in the bowl. So isn't that homemade?
Mm-hmm. If you have to open the jar and pour it into a bowl, how much more freaking cooking do you want us to do? God.
Oh, slave.
What, that takes what? Like 45 seconds?
2.5 minutes.
I got other stuff to do.
The salad, though, did not come in a bag.
That's from our garden. We grew. See this cucumber? We grew this. We grew the lettuce, the tomatoes. Yeah.
The ghost of cucumbers passed.
We didn't do a garden this year. There's too much other stuff going on. We're just tired of animals eating it and
Bunnies. Deer.
everything dying because we're actually not good gardeners. I will fully admit that. I used to be. I actually used to be a really good gardener. We used to go all kinds of food, but
The government poisoning the air and the water.
yeah,
Stuff doesn't grow.
not like it used to. Lola, oh never mind. Hi Lola. I'll tell you later. I was going to repeat something you said. I was like, I cut myself off. I've been watching scary story videos, but they're real. Like they're told from the people that it happened to. Crazy stuff.
One avocado.
No. A lot of them, though, I don't believe.
I know.
I'm like, I don't know, but some of them I'm like,
Ugh. You ever seen a Tabasco bottle this small?
Yeah, everybody's seen that.
It's tiny.
If you've ever gone to a restaurant, oh,
Frank's wasn't spicy enough. Not better.
hey, what do you guys think? I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Not for you. For you guys. Because you already know what's happening. Question time. Question and hopefully answer time. Yeah, I'm wearing the same thing that I wore yesterday. Anyway.
Me too.
So, let's say, right, like you're like,
Like you like?
uh-huh. You ask your boss, hey boss, in 2 weeks from now, can I have this day off? And your boss is like, yes, you can. You can have that day off. And you're like, cool. So you make plans, right? And then 4 days before that day that you requested that was approved, that you got off, 4 days before, your boss says, hey, I'm going to need you to work that day. And you're like, what? Coco, come here. You're like, what? But you already approved it. Like, this was like a thing and I have stuff planned and all this kind of stuff. No, your boss doesn't respond to you. Okay? Now, boss doesn't respond to you. And you are set to have a meeting. Normal meeting. Oh, group meeting. Everybody's meeting. It gets canceled. So that's a time where you would have been able to see your boss because you normally don't see your boss. But the meeting was canceled. Okay. The meeting's scheduled for the next day. Great. So you're like, okay, well, I'll see him then, right? This is going to be 2 days before your scheduled day off, right? 2 days before. You get a text that morning. Meeting's canceled. There's an emergency. And you're like, okay. And so you text your boss, is everything okay? You're all right? And your boss doesn't respond. So now you're like, okay, well, I get tomorrow off, and then I had requested the next day off, which I was told it was okay. Then I was told it wasn't okay, and I haven't had a chance to talk to my boss in between that time. Would you guys go to work? Or would you stay home? What would you do? Go. Has that ever happened to you? And if so, what have you done?
Can you eat with your left hand?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, I'll put my right arm around you. I'll eat with my left.
What do you think, you're special?
Mama told me I was special.
I can eat with my left hand. It's just that my left hand is so shaky that it's,
Are you making fun of me because I'm special?
look at how shaky my hand is. It's hard to get stuff from my mouth. Am I making fun of what?
You're making fun of me because I'm special.
Yeah. Anyway, been watching these scary things. It's like ghost stuff. I don't know what it is. I just don't believe most people.
Mm-hmm. Full of shit.
I'm just like, really?
You go outside. Oh, I'm gonna see a ghost or something about a ghost. There'll be proof there's a ghost, and then no ghost.
I don't know. And then like some of these people are like, oh yeah, you know, our house is haunted, but we just live with it.
Mm-hmm.
We've just learned to live with it.
We just had
People come over and see stuff and we're just like, oh yeah, that's Charlie.
we just had a new baby. The ghost visits the baby. It's fine. Really?
Mm-mm. I don't know. I do believe in ghosts, but I think there's only been like maybe 2 people that I legitimately was like, oh, okay, like, yeah, no. Mm-mm.
I will agree. Definitely, there's unexplainable things.
Because, and you know how I can tell too? I can tell by the way the person's telling it, their reaction. You can tell by when somebody's telling you something that has actually happened to them, as opposed to something that they are making up, because they have a physical reaction to it. Number 1. Number 2, their story is like super believable. Like it's like they weren't like, okay, so this one woman, right? I'll give you just a quick example. She was like, it's a long story about how they got the house, and you know, she went into way too much detail. That's another thing, okay?
Yeah.
Way too much detail. Now, I'm guilty of that, but way too much freaking detail. Like, all she had to have said is we moved into this new house, but that's not what oh God, I'm gonna get to the point. So she's in the shower he hasn't heard this, so this is what she said. And this was the first thing that happened. She was in the shower. And here's what she said. I knew no one was home because my boyfriend, who's my husband now, my boyfriend at the time, was at work. And no one else lives here. So I'm in the shower and the bathroom door starts to open. And she calls his name. Is that what you do? Because I sure the fuck wouldn't. I would be like, oh, okay. Somebody is in my house. They're breaking into my house. They have made it into the bathroom. They can hear the shower. Because if you know your husband's at work, what? So then she goes, well, and then I thought, well, there's a lot of people that have keys to our house. So I'm like, how many people do you give keys out to your house? Raise your hand. How many people have keys to your house? Two, three. I mean, I can understand a family member or sister, brother, whatever, but anyway.
4.
So she's like, so I looked in the mirror, the reflection of the mirror, but it was kind of foggy and I couldn't see anybody. I could just see that the door was opening.
I realized how fat I was.
So she says his name again, and the door slams shut. Okay, what would you do in that? What would your reaction be?
I'd go finish my shower.
No, what would you be serious? What would your reaction
Absolutely.
be? No, what would your reaction be?
I would reach for some sort of PPE, personal protection equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Bear mace, baseball bat, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'd call my boyfriend. Say, is your brother in the house again?
So
Then he start coming home, and then
she finishes her shower. Then she gets out. And her phone's in the bathroom. So she calls her boyfriend and she's yelling at him. Because she's mad that he played this trick on her.
oh,
And that he didn't answer her. And she's yelling at him. And then all of a sudden she realizes she can hear in the background that he's at work. And she's like, well, what the hell? Like, if it wasn't you, then who was it? So she called the other 3 people that had keys to her house. Damn, girl. And you get a key, and you get a key, and you get a key. And
keys for everyone.
she called the other people, and they were like at work, or, you know, it was clear that it wasn't them. So she's still in the bathroom. So she runs into her bedroom and gets dressed, you know, and she's all freaked out. And she waits till her boyfriend gets home. You know what I would do?
Leave.
I would have gotten out of the shower. I definitely, to be fair, I would have put pants on. I wouldn't even have time to get underwear. I'd be like pants, sweatshirt, whatever. For sure. I would run out of my house and I would call 911. I would call 911. I'm not calling him. I'm calling 911. And then I will call him because I want the police to come to my house because obviously somebody was in my house. They opened the door while I was in the shower. And then slammed the door, but no.
Mm-mm.
So it's stories like that. And then she went on to say when people come over, she always tells them, make sure to close the door behind you because the ghost likes to slam the door. And I'm like, so you have a ghost that likes to slam the doors? Apparently that's all this ghost does. Must be like a child.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought that was a weird...
That is an odd reaction.
Tom, are you hanging around the bathroom again? Trying to frighten me?
Yeah. She's full of shit.
I think so.
Story time with whatever her name was.
Yeah.
Story time with Jackie.
Better eat this pineapple up.
I just don't believe it. I don't believe that one.
Mm-mm. Not your favorite sauce, huh?
Uh-huh. Oh, it's so good. I think if you do have like an experience, you know, like that, it's going to be very hard to get people to believe you, you know, because here I am, like, not believing her. I mean, but it just doesn't. But then I've been in experiences and people are like, oh, right. And it's like, I wouldn't have done that in that situation. So who knows, you know, but it just seems odd to me. I don't know. The other thing too, why are all ghosts super old? Like from the 1800s or the early 1900s? Is there not somebody who died in 2010 haunting a house that liked the Backstreet Boys? And you hear Backstreet Boys music playing all the time? And it's annoying and embarrassing because your neighbors think that you listen to the Backstreet Boys.
Good point.
But yeah, right? Like,
I have the ghost of Ben Franklin in my house, right?
is there a time frame? Can't become a ghost until you're like 100 years old. Dead 100 years, I mean.
Well, that was a good snack.
Mm-hmm. We were really hungry.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to get something to eat. Closing some stuff up. And he comes in. I'm like, are you hungry? He's like, yeah. I'm like, huh.
Well, we had the same thing for breakfast. I mean, you and I both ate the same item. So it's like, yeah. It didn't last long.
We just had vegetables. Like, that's it. Veggies. That's all I'm having right now.
Yep.
And corn chips.
There's no animals here?
Mm-mm.
That's yours.
Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to say goodbye for now. Because we're pretty much done, and then we're going to go back and do what we were doing. All right, honey.
Later.